Alright, I'm back. I can talk, kind of. My voice is still a little hoarse. I don't really think I had a cold or anything, or I don't have a cold. I think what's going on, because I was getting cold and everything, but I think that was more my body reacting to, I don't know if I had a sinus infection or what, because it got really bad, so sorry if you get grossed out easily, but I want to say a few things that might be a little gross. I had my nose just draining a lot, and that made my throat sore. Also, it made me cough a lot, which made my throat really sore. And because of that, that made me lose my voice. But what I'm going to do is talk about some of the things I did to help alleviate the pain and everything. I've never been one that I've never really taken medicine. Like taking a Tylenol is rare for me. Like all the dental work I've had, I haven't taken any pain medication or anything. Like my dentist, she was like, "Hey, I'll write you this prescription. If you have pain, you can take it." But I don't ever take them because I don't like them. Because when I had a wisdom tooth pulled, I can't even remember what it was. But they gave it to me. I took one, and it knocked me out. I mean, I was asleep for like 4 hours, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't like that." The little bit of pain, I'd rather have it than deal with being asleep all the time. So my nose right now is still really draining. That's why I'm trying to clear my throat sometimes. So yeah, so I don't really take a lot of medicine. I'm not a big, like, somebody's like, oh, herbal. No, I fully believe if you are sick, go to the doctor, get some medicine. I fully believe in all that. I am fully behind the scientific advancement of medicine. I don't believe of going and telling your doctor, I need an antibiotic. No, I don't want to take antibiotics unless I actually need them. I mean, I think doctors should give out more of a placebo pill more often and let them just take that, because so many times I've been like, oh, I took the K-Pack or whatever. I can't remember what it is. There's some kind of antibiotic. And like people in my family be like, oh, I took that. I'm like, you have a cold. It's a viral infection, not a bacterial infection. No, so no, that'll help me. No, it won't. Like they have the flu and they want that. It's like, no, those are viral infections, not bacterial infections. It doesn't help you at all. But anyway, some of the things I do that when I get colds and sore throat or sinus problems. One, peppermint tea with honey and lemon. I love the smell of this stuff. I love the taste of it. I just made this one, so it's a little too hot to drink, but I will be drinking that here in a second. I like wildflower honey. I think I said that before. I don't like clove honey. Everybody in my entire life has always bought clove honey. I'm like, I don't like honey. And I was probably in college until I went to some place and I had a sore throat, and they're like, here, try this and some honey. And I was like, I'm not really a big fan. She's like, well, just drink it and it'll make you feel better. And I tried. I was like, I really like that. I asked the lady, I said, what type? I was like, normally I don't like it. She goes, well, most places use clove honey and we use wildflower honey. And I was like, I've never heard of that. And she was actually surprised. But, well, I was a college student who never went grocery shopping for himself. I was always done by my family and stuff like that. And so basically, that's when I found out wildflower honey. And ever since then, I've been going and getting wildflower honey instead of clove honey. Also, I don't buy lemons and keep those around. I get the crystallized lemon. I don't remember what it's called. True lemon or something like that. Basically, all it is dehydrated lemon in a little package. So like one package is equal to a lemon wedge. Great for this. Basically, what I do is I put put water in the Keurig. I don't put a K-cup in it. I use that to boil the water, because all I'm making is 1 cup. There's no use of pulling in a tea kettle and all that stuff. Okay. Also, Like I don't remember. I love clove. I love clove chewing gum and stuff like that. But for some reason, the combination of honey and clove together, I just don't like. But it's kind of weird. Like I said, I like clove chewing gum. I love the smell of clove chewing gum. I just don't like the smell of clove honey. Um, Actually, somebody had some honey from lemon blossoms, like but I found a place that had the honey from lemon blossoms, and it had the slightest hint of lemon. I've only ever found it one time, and it was so good. Holy cow, was it good! And I went through that bottle really quick, and I tried to go back and find it again. I never could. Like I've seen places they'll add little flavorings to the honey. I don't like that. I'd prefer it to the hint of something. Like clove honey is like, well, they just got the pollen from clove flowers, and then like that, like the lemon blossom. I think there's a orange blossom honey. I got some of that. It's okay. Um, the orange flavor is a little mild in it. Uh, so things like that, yeah. But also for sore throat, just literally take a spoonful of honey and it'll coat your throat, make you feel a lot better. Actually, I found it better to be doing that's a lot better than a lot of cough syrups. If you take that, um, like before bed, it actually will help a lot. Like it prevents you from coughing a lot, and it prevents your throat from hurting. Let's see. Also, for my sinuses, this might be a little gross for some people. Sorry if you don't if you're easily grossed out, but this is actually what I do. I've been using. I used to use a neti pot, and it never really did much for me. And I was like, oh, okay, this doesn't really work. And then I found out, oh, these other things, it has a squeeze bottle. It's a little bit puts more pressure through it, and that actually helps clear your sinuses out a lot more. But I use tap water, and you're not supposed to use tap water. And I saw an article about this woman caught some kind of bacterial infection, and she actually died from it. So I quit using it for probably a little over 2 years. And then this happened, and I was like, all right. I went to the store, got these little salt packages, and I got distilled water. Literally, what you do is like you pour water into it. I put it into the microwave to warm it up a little bit. You put it in there, put the salt in it, shake it up, and you put that thing to your nose. Like the cap on it has a straw that goes to the bottom, and you put it in one nostril and you squeeze it, and water goes up your nose and out the other, and it washes a lot of gunk out. So if that grosses you out, sorry, but trust me, it helps a lot. Actually, one of my friends posted on one of my videos saying that she used this, and it made me be like, oh yeah, I've got one of those things under my freaking sink. But they're great. If you haven't ever used one, try it. The first time you try it, your eyes are going to water. It's going to hurt and sting. But if you can get past that, it will help a great deal. Let's see. What else is there I've done? That helped a lot. Like, I have an issue with gargling salt water. I know people's like, oh, gargle salt water, blah, blah, blah. One, I don't have tonsils. Two, when I try to gargle, the water never gets to the back of my throat where it's supposed to be. Every time it does, it chokes me. So I've never had, I don't know if it's because I don't have tonsils or what, but I've never been able to gargle salt water and actually help me. Humidifiers help a great deal. I have two, one set up in the kitchen where I cook and stuff like that, and another one in the room where I'm at most of the time. Those, I mean, they've been a lifesaver because of it's changing the season, the air is getting drier. I mean, during the summer, the humidity is like 80-90% here, and then during the winter, it drops down to like 50-60%. And that drop, when it drops here, it's like very fast, and that dries my sinuses out a lot. Oh, that is so good. Peppermint. Like the peppermint, I normally just leave the tea bag in it. But some people's like, oh, steep it for 3 minutes and blah, blah, blah. Some teas, like oolong tea and stuff like that, I'd highly recommend. only steep it for like 2.5, 3 minutes. For peppermint tea, I think it's better to leave the bag in because um, peppermint, it just, I'm not really sure. It doesn't really change the flavor to me. And generally, by the time I've drunk it, it's still pretty warm before I kind of drink this pretty quickly. Um, Sorry, got sidetracked there by my drink. All right, let's see what else. I haven't been able to smell ever since I used that nasal spray. Um, I'll probably never use that again because that really did. That made my throat start hurting. It made a lot of issues. I mean, almost the second I did it. Yeah, I could breathe, but I couldn't smell, and my throat was really sore. So I don't know if it chemically burnt me or what it did. I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions. I just know that it made things worse. So I'll probably never use that again. Sometimes I'll use like one of those Vicks vapor inhalers. It's like a little tube that has like a little piece of cotton with Vicks vapor rub on it. I'll use that if my sinuses are completely closed up and are really bad. Other than that, I think mostly the tea and the nasal um, wash are the best two things you can do because they have completely um, made me able to breathe and make my throat and everything feel so much better. So those are the two things I highly, highly recommend. All right, before I end, I just want to say I don't like wearing camouflage patterns. Yeah, and I'm wearing a camouflage pattern shirt right now, like a gray camouflage. I got this at like a Target on clearance for like $5. It's like one of those workout shirts. I went to the gym today. Very good. Um, I really like the gym. I really like this, the YMCA. I really, really like it. Um, it's just a few things about it are infuriating. It's not the YMCA, it's other people. Um, it's like when somebody gets done using a piece of equipment, they kind of look around and nobody's looking. They just walk away. They don't wipe it off. I mean, they like at every other station, they have these spray bottles with these rags. You're supposed to basically spray on the rag and wipe off your sweat. And I'm like, holy freaking cow! It doesn't take but a few seconds just to wipe the stupid machine off. So basically, before I use any machine, I wipe it off before I use it and after I use it. Um, let's see. Another thing. Um, this is infuriating. This is just kind of funny. Well, not really funny because I don't want to make fun of people. But it's just kind of weird that people don't. I mean, there's signs on all the pieces of equipment that show you how to use it, and so many people are just using all the equipment wrong, or you can tell they've never worked out before. Not by saying like by their body type. Most of the time, these are really skinny people that are just using things wrong.